Hey, it's Shane, Rising Grind Picker, and this video is going to be a doozy, so you definitely need to watch it. There's going to be some awesome information in here about Amazon FBA, and I guarantee you that no other YouTube creator has ever said any of the stuff I'm about ready to tell you. My advice to you, just my opinion, before you buy another Amazon course that's going to tell you how to become a millionaire, or it's going to tell you how to become a great Amazon seller, watch this video because you may be wasting your money. Don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I have made way more money on Amazon than any other e-commerce platform as of right now. And last year I made a ton of money on Amazon. But there's stuff that's changing. Jeff Bezos did not, per se, dump billions of dollars of his stock and step down as CEO for no reason. There's going to be changes to the platform, and he knows that, and he doesn't want to catch flack for it. Not many YouTube creators are covering this kind of stuff. They're not deep diving Amazon. They don't care. Some people are selling courses and they know this information. So you just need to really watch this video. I'm telling you, you're not going to be sorry. So I am going to be really honest. I am moving more towards eBay. I don't think any products in my Amazon account as of right now. Last year I was averaging about 450 to 550 ASINs. And I sold around about $450,000 last year. So I was really close to doing $500,000, and I quit sending stuff in 5 months early. So I probably would have hit around 800,000 if I would have kept sending products in to sell them on Amazon. But the reason I quit is very shocking. The reason I quit is when COVID hit, I had like a $70,000 to $80,000 month, and I ended up taking back $11,000 in returns because Amazon sent all the buyers emails, and I had to take those returns back. The return was, hey, shipping is going to be late. If you want to return it, press here. And a lot of people pressed that button. And I really rethought my business model because I realized, do I really want to do this? So I slowly started moving back towards eBay, and I just about a month ago, I didn't look back, and I got my lister back again. I started listing a crap ton of stuff, and I've been selling a lot of stuff. And that's virtually why I quit Amazon. But the main reason I quit Amazon FBA was because I seen something that no one else seen at the peak of all of this. At the start of COVID, I kind of told people like, hey, you guys need to pivot. Everyone needs to pivot. And no one really listened. I mean, you have Poshmark, you have Mercari, you have eBay, you have Facebook now for selling. And the reason I foreseen and told people to pivot was for a few reasons. Main reason is Amazon is always going to be behind. In the holiday season, I know an HR manager at Amazon, and she straight up told me that they were only 50% to their hiring expectations, and they couldn't get all the way there because there's a lot of people that they are applying that have already worked there, and now they're not rehirable. So they had a lot of issues hiring employees. But the biggest thing that you're going to see is in the forums, and it's all about the Amazon restrictions and all this new stuff coming out. Virtually every year before this, people are like, RA's dead, RA's dead. I was a main RA seller, and they're always saying RA's dying. And they've been saying that for 10 years, and they haven't been right except for this year. This year, Amazon is launching stuff to kind of kill RA sellers, and I'm telling you, they're doing this, and if you don't believe me, it's going to be your fault. That's just the honest truth. They are moving towards that genre, and this is, I think, one main reason why Jeff Bezos stepped down, where they're moving towards eliminating retail arbitrage stuff on Amazon And there's a few reasons for this. So as of right now, in I think OTCs and supplements and a bunch of that category for like health and beauty and all that, I think in a month or maybe 2 months, they're going to start requiring you to have special letters of authorization to sell those products. So if you don't have those letters from the companies, you can't sell those products. Well, when you sell retail arbitrage stuff, you can't get those letters. And I think Amazon's doing this because there has been several court cases that people have sued the seller and in turn sued Amazon because the courts have deemed that Amazon is just as reliable as the seller when they get sued by someone who buys something and maybe dies or has an allergic reaction or anything like that. So this is the first thing of actually what they have been doing. The next thing is now sellers are required to have their insurance, their selling insurance up front, which means Amazon is checking the insurance. And I called this 8 months ago where I said, hey, people are going to be, they're going to crack down. Well, they are now. So they want insurance ahead of time. And if you sign up for a new selling account, they are doing Skype interviews with sellers. So they are really trying to kind of vet a lot of sellers now. And you don't have sellers getting accepted, but in turn, you are not being able to sell the products that you want to sell. The next thing that they're looking to crack down on is probably toys and some other categories of health and beauty. So I'm telling you right now, I think that this is a way for Amazon to crack down on their sellers. Eventually, they're only going to allow wholesale people, like people that are doing wholesale products. And think about it like this. You got to understand, wholesale products are even if you're doing closeouts, is not a lot of meat left on the bone versus retail arbitrage. You know, when you're doing closeouts, like I've done closeouts, I have done a crap ton of wholesale because that's how I was supplementing my business when I was doing RA. I was about 20% wholesale and the rest was RA. And I was getting 5 to 6 pallets on my doorstep at a time, sending it to Amazon. So you have to understand, I've been there and I've done that. And for closeouts, like you might be spending 5 to make 4. You might be spending 8 to make 6. It's very put your money where your mouth is mentality of business. With this crackdown, you can expect us to be asked for authorization letters from your distributor to sell this product. You can be expected to have CPC certifications coming out where Amazon wants you to submit those. Those are child protection certifications. And you are probably going to see a lot of price errors. And the reason you're going to see the price errors is that's a way that Amazon can control the price for you to sell it cheaper so they are not hit with price gouging, or they are being more competitive with Walmart because Walmart is now coming more after their business because their online presence is number 2. So Walmart has the number 2 biggest e-commerce platform right now. They have beat out eBay. eBay and Walmart were neck and neck for a long time, and now Walmart's going after Amazon. They're building 11 football field square houses. Or not square houses, warehouses. Sorry. That is a mouthful to say. So you have to understand, things are rapidly changing. That's why I got out of Amazon. Now, you got to understand, before you spend money on Amazon and buy courses and buy all this, the easiest thing to do is go to YouTube and literally get free content, because every creator has given away content for free, and there is no one out there smart enough to tell you and build your business for you other than yourself. How I started out was I literally watched a lot of YouTube content. I have some friends that do Amazon, and they have taught me a lot of stuff. But they have taught me a ton of stuff about Amazon. And without them, I probably would not have learned what I learned about Amazon. It's really mind-blowing, but you have to understand it's changing. You either have to pretty much do all wholesale. RA is going to be very, very hard. Even the last couple IP complaints, I had an intellectual property complaint on Amazon on an item, and I submitted the receipt. I notated the receipt. The receipt didn't work. And Amazon eventually emailed me, and they said, listen, receipts will not work for this. You're going to have an invoice from a wholesale supplier. And as soon as that happened, that was about 3, 4, or 5 months, about the time I stopped sending shipments in. As soon as that happened, I realized, man, this is changing. And this year, RA is going to be very hard. So I just went back more to eBay. Now, there's Poshmark is doing fantastic right now. So's Mercari. But I just chose eBay because that's what I've always sold on. That's what I'm most comfortable on. But this video is designed to tell you what's going on with Amazon. Jeff Bezos knew that CEO was going to be in federal court every month for the next year. That's why he stepped down. He did not want to go to federal court and answer their questions. He didn't want to do it. So he knew that they were going to change drastically. I would say that probably Amazon has lost at least 40% of their sellers, but they have lost a lot of actual buyers as well. The reason this is because Amazon built a presence over 2-day shipping, and they took that away. If you get 2-day shipping on an item on Amazon right now, you're very lucky, because that's why people paid the premium that they actually paid. Now, I bought an Amazon Fire Cube, and it took me 5 days to get it. So what's the difference between ordering it off Amazon and waiting 5 days and getting a better deal on eBay and maybe actually quicker shipping on eBay, and you getting it potentially faster and for a lower cost, or sometimes the same?